Wham! Talk 1600. You're catching the drift. Conservative talk. Intelligent conversations on local, state, and national issues with Gary Wellings, chief editor of the Current newspaper and Current Online. Join in the conversation at 734-822-1600. And now, your host, Gary Wellings.
And good Saturday afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to catch our drift. Joining me in studio, Ipsy Ed Bonderenka.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Did you have a good week?
It was a tough week for me. Yeah, I got through it though. I was waiting for the weekend, waiting to come in and vent with you and do the things that we always do. Speaking of which, what we do on the drift every Saturday is go over the news that we put on the dailydrift.com. It's
the news you need to know.
Perfect. We just managed to get through that. After a year and a half, 2 years now, we've been doing this together?
Yes. And it's been a long, enjoyable stint. I enjoy it.
It has been. So you can reach me, Gary, at thedailydrift.com. If you don't feel like calling into the show, 734-822-1600. You're more than welcome to call in. Or email me, Gary at thedailydrift.com. And let us know what it is that you want to do or speak about, because even though I put an agenda together for the show, I don't always live by that agenda. We allow our callers to get in here. So
yes, and sometimes we can't find the stuff we want to talk about either. It's in here somewhere.
I came into the show today thinking, what are we going to really talk about? If we talk of the Omnibus, which is what we're going to start out with, and we've got a track of Donald Trump, because on Twitter and on Facebook, I've got people out there screaming and moaning and saying Trump's not living up to his obligations and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, folks, it is Washington, D.C. It is the swamp. So first off, let's take a look at what it is he's doing. So, Derek, we're going to start out with kind of a long track, but I like that the president, in signing it, tells us he doesn't like it, doesn't want to sign it. But he doesn't have much choice, right? Because we have to take care of the military. So I understand everybody. Pork-filled, not red. I understand all those things. But let's be realistic. We've already got tons of people saying we're going to lose the House in 2018. So do you really want to give more fuel to the media and to the Democrats and to the elite GOP that says, the Republicans shut down the government again?
I hear Ken calling in already. It's not on the board yet, but I can hear it. I'm not voting in the next election because Trump let me down.
Right.
I've heard other people say
But we're going to get there. So let's start with the president in response to doing this. Derek, you want to go ahead and play that track?
My highest duty is to keep America safe. Nothing more important. The Omnibus bill reverses this dangerous defense. As crazy as it's been, as difficult as it's been, as much opposition to the military as we've had from the Democrats, and it has been tremendous. I try to explain to them, the military is for Republicans and Democrats and everybody else. It's for everybody. But we have tremendous opposition to creating really what will be by far the strongest military that we've ever had. We've had that from the Democrats. So if we take something for the military, they want something for, in many cases, things that are really a wasted sum of money. And it's not right, and it's very bad for our country. We're looking to do funding for our final fight in certain areas. As you know, we've gotten just about 100% of our land back from ISIS. We have troop increases necessary to accomplish what we have to do, and we have, very importantly, a pay increase for our troops. And this will be actually the largest pay increase for our incredible people in over a decade. It increases total defense spending by more than $60 billion from last year, and funds the addition of critically needed ships, planes, helicopters, tanks, and submarines. We have submarines being built, the likes of which there's nothing anywhere in the world like the submarines we build. Our military equipment is the best equipment in the world. And one of the things you saw 2 days ago with Saudi Arabia and with other countries, Saudi Arabia, as an example, is buying hundreds of billions of dollars worth of our equipment. And we're getting very fast approvals on that. Therefore, as a matter of national security, I've signed this omnibus budget bill. There are a lot of things that I'm unhappy about in this bill. There are a lot of things that we shouldn't have had in this bill, but we were, in a sense, forced. If we want to build our military, we were forced to have. There are some things that we should have in the bill. But I say to Congress, I will never sign another bill like this again. I'm not going to do it again. Nobody read it. It's only hours old. Some people don't even know what it is. $1.3 trillion. It's the second largest ever. President Obama signed one that was actually larger, which I'm sure he wasn't too happy with either. But in this case, it became so big because we need to take care of our military. And because the Democrats, who don't believe in that, added things that they wanted in order to get their votes. We have to get rid of the filibuster rule. We have to get rid of the filibuster rule and go to 51 votes in the Senate if we're going to have really sustained, continued success. DACA recipients have been treated extremely badly by the Democrats. We wanted to include DACA. We wanted to have them in this bill. 800,000 people. And actually, it could even be more. And we wanted to include DACA in this bill. The Democrats would not do it. They would not do it. To prevent the omnibus situation from ever happening again, I'm calling on Congress to give me a line item veto for all government spending bills, and the Senate must end. They must end the filibuster rule and get down to work.
Okay, so nice that he takes the time, right? To say, got to sign it, got to do this, and I agree with him. Not happy about it. I'm as angry as anyone else out there. $1.3 trillion.
No, you're not red right now. You're usually red when you're angry.
No, I'm just common sense, right? I'm as angry as anybody that you're spending $1.3 trillion of our money that we should not be spending because we don't bring that much money in, period, right?
We do from China when we borrow it, yeah.
We don't have a balanced budget. It's that simple. So, military had to be taken care of,
Ryan,
right?
where's your regular order
If you want to blame anybody, put the blame where it belongs on those two gutless cowards.
There you go. Yep.
Paul Ryan, you piece of human garbage, and Mitch McConnell, you chicken-necked. Now I'm angry. Because you know what? Yes, use 51 votes, Mitch. This is your fault, nobody else's fault, because you're a coward. And I tweeted out to Ted Cruz today, who was complaining about this. Mr. Cruz, you're the one that keeps supporting Mitch McConnell with 60 votes in the Senate. Don't talk to me about it. You too, Rand Paul. Go to 51 votes. Until you do that and pressure him to go to 51 votes, you're not doing your job. So I don't want to hear one more bloody Republican out there tell me that you really care about the American people and balanced budgets or anything like that. This is a GOP failure of the highest caliber. And I'm sick to death that we continually hire people and put people like Mitch McConnell and Speaker Ryan into these positions, and the rest of you gutless Republicans who continue to allow them to be leaders is making me sick to my stomach.
When Mitch McConnell can say that there is no senator that has come to him to complain about the 60-vote rule, then that bothers me, because those senators who have a problem with the 60-vote rule haven't stepped up and said, yeah, we do have a problem.
Because they're gutless cowards.
Yes, exactly. And that includes people you've named, people who are Rand Paul. I'm sorry, you're for that, Rand? You like the 60 votes? I have a problem with you. Ted Cruz, I liked you before, got a problem with you.
Those two are the biggest of hypocrites because they claim to be the fiscal conservatives, the libertarians, the no spenders, and yet they're so gutless and spineless they won't force 51 votes. That's what it takes. You know what? And I guess maybe you can blame us because we're the idiots that keep electing these cowards, right?
Yeah.
So it tells us, America, if you want the change, come primary time, primary out these spineless urchins that we keep calling Republicans when they're not.
I looked down the list of who voted yay on this in the House also, and I was disappointed at some of the names I saw.
Yeah, we're going to have to take a break. Derek, when you get a chance, let's take a break because my heart's pounding right now because I am angry. I was trying to stay calm on this. But again, I don't want to see people blaming the president because he's got no backup, right? He's got the worst of the worst in the Republican Party allowing this nonsense to go through.
I'm sorry, but one thing, I don't want to see a line item veto. I'm sorry. I know as far back as Nixon was asking for a line item veto. And it sounds good when your guy is in office, but it's a bad thing. Yeah. It's the House it's supposed to put together the budget. The president's not supposed to be able to pick and choose. This is politics. It's how the game is played. It's the way it's written.
Yeah, you're never going to get
things in here I don't like that Trump said. I have a problem with it. I like what he said about submarines.
Yeah. Well, you're never going to get the line item veto because Congress is never going to give up that power. That's just not going to happen. It's a dream. You can ask for it all you want. Never going to happen. Derek, let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation. And I want to hear your view. 734-822-1600. Let us know what your thoughts are. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Hello, Wham listeners. I'm Edwin Hoffman, host of Speaking of Art. Join me Saturdays at 3 p.m. We'll circumnavigate the world of art with lively interviews with renowned artists, collectors, dealers, museum directors and curators, writers, actors, musicians, and philanthropists. Close to home or far afield, we'll visit museums, galleries, and historic sites. We'll explore the lives of famous artists and their times, discuss current trends in art, architecture, design, and antiques collecting, as well as ways to grow and protect a collection. But the main component is you, and what you can take from the show to enhance the creativity of your life. Speaking of Art is one of the great conversations in your week. Lively and full of relevance. So nestle into an overstuffed chair and join our room full of connoisseurs every Saturday at 3 on Wham! Talk 1600. Speaking of art, it's about civilization, yours.
A&H Lawn Service in Saline serves all of southeast Michigan. Co-founders Tim and Brandon have been offering professional lawn maintenance since 1991. Landscape construction, lawn and landscape maintenance, irrigation systems, winterizing, and snow removal. Let A&H Lawn Service help your business with landscaping solutions for today and tomorrow. Tim and Brandon have the professional experience you can count on. Call them today at 734-429-5778. See how their business can help your business. Visit A&H Lawn Service online at ahlawncare.com. Better yet, call Tim and Brandon today at 734-429-5778. Find out how they can make your business look a whole lot better. That's A&H Lawn Service, ahlawncare.com.
Hi, I'm Tim Austin, the A in A&H Lawn Service. Brandon and I started our landscape business in 1991 and grown our business into a full-service landscape and landscape maintenance company. We would love to add your name to our list of happy customers.
If you're looking for an excavator, you need Brown's Commercial and Residential Excavating. Brown's Excavating does trench work and prefab or on-site poured light pole base installation. Brown's Excavating has the machinery to get your plumbing, sewer, and water jobs done right. With 33 years of experience, Brown's Excavating can cover all of your excavation needs. Basement, waterproofing, sloping, and grading too. Call 734-891-4614.
You know, when you talk about cool radio, only one show springs to mind. It's the Bone Conduction Music Show. I'm Thayrone. I'm inviting you to join me. See what everybody's talking about. It's the finest radio in all the land. It's the wig-singeing rock, hip-shaking soul music, and the industrial strength rhythm and blues. Join me right here for the Bone Conduction Music Show.
More taters, Mom.
Join Thayrone for the rockinest show on the radio. It's the Bone Conduction Music Show. Every Sunday night at 7 p.m. right here on Wham! Talk 1600.
And welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to catch our drift. Let's take care of a little business. If you're looking for a new dentist,